V, doing my thing, they open, I crash. I'm doing my thing, you know what I mean, I'm in my bag. No codeine, just give me the weed and it's a rap. Niggas was greedy, tryna get me for shit that I had. I OD'd on niggas who knew it was me in a mess. I OD'd on bitches who telling me shit wouldn't last. It was me, fucking up things, but she double back. Even though I did her wrong, she in her bag. She with me, rollin' with G, she on the map. She with a king, roll on the key. Bad, ooh, yeah. Bad, yeah.
I love you, Benji.
Yo, Happy New Year's. 2026 is the year of the horse, I believe. That means everything's a go. Welcome to Blunt Talk with Mr.Guercy. This episode is sponsored by EJ Creative NYC. If you need a photographer, videographer for parties, weddings, whatever it is, your baby pictures, you holla at my guys. Also sponsored by Protected by Angel. All right, yo, so today I have my childhood friend with me. Very special guy, you know. He's a little younger than me, and I respect him. I admire him because how he moves. My boy Free, ex-Army, the Traveler. I call him the Traveler, y'all. I'm a little jealous of this guy, how he living, but, you know, we're going to get on to that. But before we even get on to that, yo, how you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Nah, thank you for pulling up. You came from all the way from Colombia, right?
Nah, Brazil.
Brazil, see? You travel a lot. Last time I was with you was in DR.
It's no longer traveling, man. Expat. These are homes. Now.
These are homes. See how you talking? Where you originally from?
From Queens, New York.
So what made you decide just to get up and say, you know what, forget America. I'm just going to go to the other side of the country.
First off, Shadyville, New York. Shout out to Shadyville.
Queens?
Nah, man. It all started when I was in the Army.
Right.
So I joined the Army, did my time there, and after I got out, I just didn't feel right physically, like in the environment that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, one of our other brothers got married in the Dominican Republic. Shout out to Mitch and Rosie. They got married. That was like my first time out of the country, like vacation mode.
So that's what got you. That's how you caught the bug.
Yeah, that's how I caught the bug. Like the gears started rolling. Like, bro, it's like as soon as I got off that airplane, It was like a weight came off my shoulders. I was like, yo, what's this? What's this feeling?
I understand because when we was in DR for our birthday, because we both Scorpios, I was trying to figure how can I stay in DR, do not come back to America. I swear to God, I had my mind was running 100 miles like, yo, I need to figure it out. But how was before we even get into all that, how was the Army? What made you sign up for the Army?
All right, so a lot of people don't believe this, but I went to the Army on a coin toss, right? I was like...
What is that?
Like I flipped a coin.
Oh, okay.
I literally flipped a coin. Like, you know, I was like 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the greatest in college. Like, I hated college. Like, you know, some classes I was good in, others, you know, like school make you go through the ringer, like things you don't need.
Right.
And it was summertime. I was working in summer camp. I'm like, yo, I wanted to be a state trooper. I always wanted to be a state trooper, like, you know, something like law enforcement. And to become a state trooper, you either needed college credits or military service. I was like, yo, I'm not good in school.
So I go a different route. We figure it
out.
out.
Let me flip this coin. If the coin tells me like, hey, you know, go there, go. I flipped the coin on my lunch break. Landed twice. After I clocked out, I hopped on a bus straight to the recruiter station.
That's fire. So how was the Army? Like, young black man, how was that experience? Do you suffer from PTSD? Because, you know, sometimes we hear stories or we watch the war movies. You have any PTSD? How is your sleeping pattern? Like, how was that experience a little bit?
Yeah, so the movies and real life, people with common sense would notice, but movies and real life, they're night and day, you know. So there's many forms of PTSD. You can actually have PTSD without being on a battlefield, without killing anybody, without seeing anybody being killed. There's various forms of PTSD because once you join, they break you down to zero to build you up how they want. So from the first day, you're sleep deprived. You can't think on your own. You can't act on your own. Everything's like in order. I definitely left with a form of PTSD. I left with depression. I left with anxiety. Like everything, bro. Everything that I went in that I didn't have, I came out with all of it.
All right, so would you recommend any young black men to join the army?
I would recommend young black men who are smart and could study and want to like invest the time to possibly do Air Force, do Space Branch because it's a little bit of an easier time.
Got you.
I say work smart, not hard. Army is like, hey, like it was the gritty.
Yeah, straight to the bottom. I've heard this rumor. I don't know how true it is. It's like I heard the Marines is better than the Army. Nah. So we have a game where we call BS or blunt. That's like your truth or dare. So would you say the Marines is better than the Army?
Nah, because I'm Army.
But you're not being biased.
I am biased.
You supposed to. That's on TV. They're looking at you right now.
Shout out to the Marines. At the end of the day, we all the same flag, but now Army do it better.
Oh, we do it better. All right. Speaking of Army, you see what's going on in Chicago. They have the armies and all that. Like I want you to speak, but only on what you can speak on. You understand? I don't want you to break any code or, you feel me, feel like you feel uncomfortable answering certain questions. Like what's going on in Chicago right now, we see like with the president bringing the army in certain places. Do you feel or believe or think that we need the army in these places?
So when you see military like that in these towns, it's not the army itself; it's the National Guard, it's the reservists. So it's those people who aren't active duty, who aren't living on bases.
Okay,
they go like twice a month, or once a month, or whatever their obligations is. But they're the ones that are called, and they're deployed to whatever cities.
So it's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's not the same. Because you have the breakdown. You have the Army, you have the National Guard. Same uniform, same job, same function. But you got full time. Like me, I was on base. I was away from home.
Got you.
I was away from family friends. So you got like homie over there. Like he live here, but yeah, I got to go every weekend.
Got you.
2 weekends a month.
Speaking of being away from home, I know you're a dad and you have a beautiful baby girl, right? So going to the army and all that and being away from her, how did that affect you like any type of way?
So my daughter came after the army.
A word?
Yeah, she came. It was I love my daughter, but it was she was like it was a fiasco. Everything like from me leaving the army to having my first child. It was fiasco, but she came after the army. But I want to finish up what you said with Chicago and the deployments. I think crime went down. I don't live here to know.
I've heard it went down.
Yeah. So from what I see on news outlets, I don't try to pay attention to news here. I see crime went down in D.C. because that's where the president sent them.
Right.
And for me, I'm like, end of the day, that's all I would hope for. That's
the crowns go down. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump off the politicals and politic. Yo, what the hell made you get a vasectomy? Because we was talking and all that, and I just find out. I'm like, hold on, mom, but what happened?
Man,
you flip a coin on that too?
Nah. Nah, crazy. Imagine. Nah, it's too...
Like, yo, should I keep it? Oh no.
Yo, should I cut it? Should I not? Nah, but it's sad, bro. When you spoke about PTSD in the service, for me, everything goes back to the army. My time in the army, like the mental challenges, because my daughter wasn't planned. My daughter wasn't.
They never planned really.
No, bro, like when I say my daughter wasn't playing, like not even her mom was playing. And my daughter's here, and I love her. I love her.
What you mean? Her mom
wasn't playing, bro. It was just like, it was the circumstances of life that just put me on that path to where I met this woman that in my right state of mind, I wouldn't have met.
So you was vulnerable at the moment.
Yeah,
that happens.
I was vulnerable. I met her. Things happen, out of my control, more in her control, and my daughter's here. And once I knew my daughter was on the way, I was like,
that changed your life.
I can't run from the responsibility because it's still 50% of me.
That's a fact.
And that's my first child. I love her. That's my kid.
So that's why. So after her, you was like, I just don't want to be that vulnerable anymore.
Yeah, because
give anybody that power to feel they got.
Because it wasn't ideal for me. Because for me, I'm like, I came from a broken household already, right, with my parents. So I'm like, I always told myself, I want 2 kids, 3 kids. We all living in the same roof, same mom. And the first experience for me was like, not because of my daughter, but like because of the situation I had with her carrier, it scarred me.
The carrier. Yo, look, I shouldn't even be laughing, but you know, a lot of us go through this situation. Like we end up having kids with someone that we don't align with, and that is real. That can actually scar you. Like, damn, I don't think I want to have any more children because I don't ever. As a man, it's like you don't ever want to give someone that much power to control what's going on.
Nah.
Or they could hurt you because keeping a child from a man that like a man that really cares and loves his child, that's hurtful.
Keeping a child for man or having a child intentionally for like your benefit or gain, or even if you're not right mentally, because it don't have to be the guy that's not right mentally. It could also be the
lady.
woman.
Yeah.
Right? Then nothing's aligned spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And for me, and this is where I can accept responsibility, bro. I got out of the service. With my situation, bro, I met my daughter's carrier, and she got pregnant like immediately, bro.
I'm not I don't know the young lady, but you know, you guys are like targeted, right? Guys from the service. Some women will look at you like he has I don't know their 401k or I don't know what is it, but they look at you like, nah, I have a baby by this guy, I'm set.
Yeah, I've seen it on active duty.
I mean, I've heard things like that before.
I got boys on active duty that went through that like they got married super young, had kids super young, and then everything just went to shit.
Right.
You know, and this is like active duty, bro. Not you home on the weekends or you home during the week. Yeah, you active. Like you picking up
in the field.
Like I've seen young dudes, 20 years old, pick up a woman, like a young girl from their hometown, bring them on base. They do this, they live together. They got to be the army wife.
Right.
And they not at that age, that maturity to handle that.
Right.
So that causes what? A lot of friction, a lot of resentment.
You're not around.
That creates like a toxic environment for the woman that goes off to the man who has to report for duty. And
you're never home. You're always on the road. That's like being like a trapper. You never home. You always on the road.
Bro, how you gonna work for Uncle Sam and you not right at home?
That's a good question.
And I never got married in the army, but I've seen my boys get married, have kids, go through it, get divorced, get cheated on.
She's taking half, right?
Commit suicide, all this stuff, bro. Just like off choices that like they feel like so pressure because in the force, bro. You don't know when is your time.
Yeah,
like we live in
any day.
Yeah, we live in a world where you don't know it's your time.
Any day, like in real life, regular life, any day could be our day. But being in that situation, that predicament, you definitely know, like, all right, it can be any day something goes left. So I understand that. So with all that experience, you didn't grow up in a loving environment, I would say. Well, do you think that'll stop you from getting married in the future? Or even settling down, like being in a real relationship with a young lady.
If I was still living in the States, I probably wouldn't get married. I think about it, bro. Like, you know, like I said, I got my vasectomy, but lately, you know, life has put things in my way where it's like, you know what, it's reversible. You're like, oh, you know what, just be open to this.
You met some special young Spanish lady that spoke that Papi and call you Papi and you fell in love. That's what it sounded like.
Nah, not Spanish, because in Brazil they speak Portuguese.
Portuguese, all right. So she speak Portuguese and she call you Papi. They say Papi too?
Nah, they don't say Papi.
What they say?
They say mi amor.
Mi amor. You know niggas love that shit. You know? Mi amor. You be feeling special when she say that to you?
I feel special when she call me safado.
What is it?
Safado.
Safado, what's that?
Yeah, that's like, you know, nasty. You know?
He a Scorpio. He kinky. So you say if you was in the state, you wouldn't.
Nah.
All right. So what makes you feel like that? You think women from other countries is different from women in America?
1000%, bro. I left the States. Like I left the States in 2019, right? Where my daughter was already born. How I left the States, bro, it was a certain point where I was waking up here every day and I had the super nagging feeling like, yo, I do not want to be alive anymore.
Damn.
I do not want to be on this earth. I do not want to walk these streets. I do not want to I do not want to be here.
Involved in this world.
Like I had no will to live here. And the will to live came back as a little spark once I left. And I spent some time outside. And then it was a conversation with myself and God, like, hey, God, if your will is for me to still be here on this earth, talk to me. Am I supposed to stay or should I go?
So what was it about America that made you feel that way? Like,
and I can't get into details, but it was definitely my time in the service. It was definitely the environment of people here. You know, like when you go out to other places, you see how the culture is, and you come back here, like people here, there's no quality of life. Like there's a giant hamster wheel that we all.
It's a dark cloud.
It's a dark cloud that follows you, bro. It don't matter what you do or how you try to do it. It's a dark cloud. You're on that hamster wheel. There's no quality of life. You're just working to.
Yeah, you're getting up every day, working
to
I kind
get
of.
by.
I can relate because I remember when I was in DR. Like I said, I had planned on staying and moving to DR, and even after DR, when I went to Jamaica, I'm like, nah, I want to stay in Jamaica. So I kind of understand. It's like then when you go somewhere else, a different place outside America. First I thought it's because I'm Caribbean and it's just the environment that I love the weather and everything that's around, but it's just like America kind of take a toll on you. Although I feel like this is like the place where dreams do come true. But I can't be wrong.
They say the American dream, bro. What's the American dream?
You come here buy a house with the white picket fence and have a family.
What you gotta do to get to that house?
A lot.
It's not a dream, bro. It's an illusion, bro.
It probably is. No,
it's an illusion. Bro, you have more hamsters on the hamster wheel. What happens? The wheel go faster.
So you think it's a whole system?
Yeah, it's a whole system, bro. I'm not saying like other countries are better, but I'm like, if you could manage resources to work for you better in one place than another, like say we playing basketball, right? And you are a pure mid-range shooter, like from anywhere you shoot, hand to your face, turn around, fade away, bro, it's going in. And then they say, all right, make it work from the 3-point.
Right.
And it don't work from the 3-point. Are you gonna keep working from somewhere that's not working for you?
Nah, you should switch it up. Speaking of that,
you gotta go where you strive.
Speaking of that, how do you feel or think about the Trump went and kidnapped the other president? I'm gonna say he kidnapped him. He ran to the country and kidnapped him.
He extradited him. Man, shout out to Venezuela, because I know one thing about people get it twisted that haven't lived in these countries, like especially Latin America. There's a lot of corruption that goes on.
Right.
So I spoke to some of my friends from Venezuela, and they're happy he's gone.
For real?
Yeah.
His own people happy he's gone?
Yeah, they're happy he's gone, but at the same time, like, hey, he still got his peoples in there that they need to get rid of.
So Trump didn't do nothing wrong if his people are happy.
Listen, this is the thing I'm gonna say from my opinion, right? I'm not speaking on behalf of
nobody. I'm just speaking of from what I'm seeing in our conversation.
But like, if you give, a country the motive, like, and they already have their eye on you, they're gonna do what they're gonna use that excuse.
His own people happy. All right, we gonna if his own people happy, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah, because you guys own people. You got it's like both sides of the coin in politics, bro. You got the obvious bad side, and you got bad people supporting it. You got the good side that's suffering. That, like, the currents. Venezuela had a super inflation, bro. It's like where their money meant nothing. Like you'd have a barrel of their currency, their dollars, bro, just like buy bread or whatever. Like the guy destroyed the economy.
Oh wow, I see. I didn't know.
And the U.S. had the base, like, he's a narco dictator, bro. Dictator is one thing, but a narco also, they're like, we blew up your boats. You saying this, you saying that. They had.
So they have reasons.
And if you happen to have some shiny shit over there, we gonna
we need that.
We gonna use your shiny shit too.
How did you learn how to speak Spanish? And was it like different from you? Like you came from America, you didn't know how to speak, because I was out in DR with you and you were just da 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 da. I'm like, oh, my boy fluent with it. He's nice with it. How did that come about?
All right, so first off, I'm Haitian American. Ça passe, ça gagne là.
Yeah,
not posé. So when I knew I wanted to go move to Dominican Republic first, that was the first country I became an expat in. I knew zero Spanish.
Right.
But once I knew that was going to be my home, me being from Queens, New York, I'm like, yo, I can't go to a place and I don't know what's going on around me.
Right.
Like I can't sit in a restaurant or go to a market and I don't understand what people are saying next to me.
That's a fact.
So I force myself to learn a language.
You use Rosetta Stone?
Nah. Yo, I watch anime, right? I watch a lot of anime. So I listen to anime, Japanese subtitles. Not Japanese audio and Spanish subtitles.
So you know how to speak Japanese too? A little bit?
Nah, a little bit.
All right.
Bit.
Now I'm only asking because you say Japanese. I'm like, all right.
Like you know, like certain phrases, certain words, but you know,
Right.
I'm not fluent. Not yet. You know,
Say no more.
Japanese is coming next. But I speak, you know, English, Creole, Spanish, and Portuguese.
Got you.
Yeah, use the subtitles. I listen a lot to like Spanish music to like put the words together. I forced myself to like have conversation in Spanish when I was living out here with people, with my friends, restaurants. Went out to DR, threw myself in the trenches, bro. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna go out there, no Google translator, no human translator, just be there, just like in the cut.
Right. Be present.
I only spoke when spoken to.
Got you. But you ain't know how to speak Spanish, so you speaking back.
No, with what I had.
Oh, what you had?
So I had I knew I wanted
to move out there.
To move out there for like, I had like
this
a
is gonna be
year.
your life. So when you first moved to DR, question of the day is, did you pay $40 for some box?
I paid $40 for the box before I moved out there.
So yeah,
before I moved out there, but then once I moved out there, and I had the language, I knew how things went. $40 for what?
Y'all heard Spanish women love dark skinned brothers. Is that true? Because I've heard that. Like I've seen it.
It depends what country.
Or where? Because some might be racist.
It depends.
Because some of them don't think they dark skinned.
Yeah, DR. You know, shout out to DR. It was an experience living there, but they got their colorism issues.
Yeah, because I see what they did to the Haitians and all that. And
I
was out there when they was going with it with the Haitians, but I didn't really see it. But it was going on. But being out there, right, being in a different country, how did that affect your relationship with your family and friends in the state?
The only thing it affected really, and nothing against like, you know, those who I love and I call family. The only thing it affected really was my daughter. Because before I left, I set up certain things for my daughter to be able to come visit me. And till this day, it hasn't worked out in my favor. And I mean like legally.
Right.
Like I went to court, filed for joint custody, I got a court order, a BS court order, but everything's for my daughter to come visit me. Friends, family, like yo, y'all grown people. I love y'all. If you miss me, hop on a plane. Like yo, you pulled up, bro. What you pay for?
I don't shit. What my plane ticket
and your champagne
and my champagne, the Airbnb, everything was paid for. Was lit.
After the Airbnb, you came to my crib.
Yeah, it was lit.
I had a 3-bedroom, bro.
Yeah, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie. I had the time in my life I did. But you said, I just want to bring you back because I heard you said the BS on court order. What you mean by BS? Like they're not respecting the father's side of it, or?
Nah, man. So what I knew things were gonna be sour with my mother's carrier, so I was like, all right, in order to protect my relationship with her and myself, I went and I filed for legal joint custody. I was like, hey, you know, I'm leaving the country. I want my daughter to be able to visit me, visit her dad and her new home.
For the holidays, birthdays, that type of things?
Yeah, so I got a lawyer for it. Bro, I'm no criminal. I've never been arrested.
Right.
I never had handcuffs placed on me. Honorably served my country.
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Never got in any trouble. They gave me a court order to where, you know, my daughter can only come if her mother brings her.
Or she got a supervisor.
Or somebody from the mother's family bring her. So I'm like, okay, why can't I come pick her up? Why can't my mom bring her? Why can't
somebody on your side?
Yeah, her godparents bring her.
Right.
I'm like, yo, last I checked, I wasn't a criminal. I wasn't a murderer. I wasn't
Not
a rapist. Why do I have this? On top of that, they're like, all right, you got to pay for your daughter's flight and half of the person who's bringing her.
All right, fine.
But I'm like, okay, I can pay for my daughter's flight, but I got to pay for somebody who...
that I don't even know.
Like has nothing to do with this. Like,
so they need supervisor. Sometimes I feel like the court system is not fair to men. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. And I don't know why is that, because... like I said, we see it happen all the time. The fathers that really care, they go through the most. The fathers that don't care, they have it the easiest. That's just like a topic I want to have, but I also want to have it with a woman also. Because we're gonna look like we just men and
we just bitter men. But now it's a bitter man because this.
No, we hurt. We hurt. You feel me? This is different being bitter and being hurt by how you being treated, and you can't have a relationship with your child because of the court system or the mother of the child. So it's a lot that they don't even think about like a man go through.
Bro, I'll be honest. I'm here every birthday and other random times throughout the year. But even for like family, friends, if it wasn't for my daughter, like the way how I feel about being here, because when I come back here, bro, I physically get sick. You know, like from the food, from the energy. If it wasn't for her, bro, I would never come back. No reason
to be out here. How's the food in Colombia and over there?
I'll tell you, it don't got none of those alphabets y'all be pumping into y'all chicken out here. The GMOs, the HBOs, the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s.
Shit. What's the wildest thing have you ate?
It'd have to be in Brazil.
What was it?
Chicken hearts.
Chicken hearts? That's the wildest thing you ever ate?
Yeah.
Chicken heart? You don't know the wildest thing I ever ate?
What?
A rat. Not a rat, a cat.
Nah.
I ate cat before.
We eat cats out here in Chinese food.
See, no, but when Trump was saying it, and people don't believe me, like when I was younger, my pops, he had cut up a cat and all that, and with my Moulin, I had cat. That was the wildest thing I ever ate.
Shit, what did it taste like?
It was good, but I think that kind of traumatized me. Because I hate cats. But he actually hung the cat, took a razor blade, skinned him off, and all that. And I'm telling wifey, yo, I ate cat before, right? Just last week, I called my uncle in Canada. I'm like, yo, you know, Pops made me eat cat one time. He like, yo, we eat cats all the time. Should I don't let Trump hear you?
Nah, don't let Peter hear you. Don't let anybody hear you, bro. This day and age.
But that really happened. Rest in peace to my pops. That's the wildest thing I ever ate. What's the best date have you been to on the other side?
Best date?
Yeah.
Man, I think first you got to ask, how is dating
outside
the States?
You right.
I can't say what's the best date.
How is dating outside the state?
Man, dating outside the States, I don't know if you hear the movement of men actually leaving the States to go find love overseas.
Yo, bro, I hear all the time. I have friends that,
yeah,
bro, we know.
And then women over here call them that shit. You can't get this. Bro, I'm like, yo, go where you are celebrated, not tolerated.
That's a fact.
Go to where you are loved, where people want you, where people respect you, where people see who you are.
Right.
If that's not in this country, it's in the country next door. Do what you, bro. Life is too short to be in places where we are unhappy.
I agree.
So for me, bro, I think dating is 1,000% better outside the States.
Why you say that? Because how they treat you, how they show respect.
Because of the upbringing, like they're more family oriented. There's the structure of, you know, the woman, the man, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, and all that. How the mom treats the dad, and how the daughter sees how the mom treats the dad, and just that family structure, bro.
See, that's a very important thing that you said, because I always say, like, I've learned this probably not too long ago. Before you date a woman, right, you have to pay attention to her mother. See how her mother relationship with her father or whoever her mother's with, right? And outside of that, you got to pay attention to the relationship she has with her father. Because a woman that doesn't have a relationship with her dad, and her mom, was like, you feel me, wasn't really, how can I say it? She thinks she's the leader of the house. That young lady is going to grow up to not have respect for a man like that.
Exactly.
That's my belief. I'm not saying I'm right. You feel me? But from what I've seen and witnessed, I'm like, yeah, a female that grew up in a house where her mom is like more.
It goes a bit deep that, bro. It's something in American culture, like, you know, in the music, in movies and TV shows where it says being toxic is okay.
It's cool.
It's cool. Being destructive is cool.
Right.
Like,
they promote that.
Like having storms in your spirit is cool. Like, yeah, you know, you can have 10 people at once. Yeah, you know, this guy gotta pay all your bills this day, and then he gotta do this, he gotta do that.
They promote that.
There's no reciprocation.
Nah, I dig what you're saying. And it's funny because most of the artists that's singing or rapping about F a dude, or I don't need a dude. They're all in relationship.
Or teaching girls now, like, hey, all you need is this.
Right.
That's all they rap about. All you need is this to keep a guy. Nah, it's deeper than that, bro. And that's why I appreciate, like, you know, since I lived out the States, my time there. Like right now, I'm actually dating one woman, bro.
Oh, my boy,
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah, dating one woman.
Okay.
Yeah, throwing
She got you?
Throwing the applause background.
What did she say? Oh, damn, what was the word you just said? You like when she called you? Damn, what was the word?
Safado.
Safado. She said Safado.
Safado. That's my icon.
That's
man.
what she said, Safado.
Safado.
She must have said that because for you to be in a relationship, oh man,
Nah.
I never thought I'd see my boy free in a relationship. Oh hell no.
Come on, hey, you gotta edit that up.
Nah, we keeping that.
Nah, bro. It's like, yo, and the thing about being overseas, bro, like, people come to you off of you. Like, you don't gotta leave with like the wallet. You don't gotta pretend to be somebody you're not.
Right.
Like, bro, I wasn't looking when I met this woman.
What makes her special?
Everything, bro. From her spirit to the way she treats me, the respect, her availability, her passion, her compassion, her intelligence.
My boy.
Being womanly, bro. Like she's a. And I'm not saying this like big. She's literally an icon, bro. Brazil, like she's a voice actor.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she's an icon, bro. Like you'll probably if you put her on Portuguese dub on Netflix or something, you'll hear her voice.
All right, now I gotta check. I gotta check what
she's
she's
an icon,
on.
bro. But like, yo, it's a breath of fresh air, bro. Like when you and like us as men, we know. Like, you know, like from the first day, like, yo, when something feels like home,
That's
and
key.
you just want to chill.
That's key.
What you said
That's
right
key.
there?
When it feels like home.
When it feels like home, bro.
Yeah, you get that respect and it feels like home. It don't matter what you're going through in life. If you with a woman and it feels like home.
And when you doing you, but don't feel like you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You just coasting, bro.
Nah, so she loves you and appreciates you for being who you are.
That's chill, man. That's what I appreciate about dating in Brazil. And it's easy, bro. Like, yo, they don't play the games over there. If a woman like you, they'll make it known like they like you. And if you one of them guys that you can't get a hint, they will
Let you know.
They'll
like,
hold up the neon lights.
You're not it.
In front of you, like, hey, I like you. We gonna do this. Can we do this? I'm waiting for you. Get
Say
with
word.
it. Yeah, bro. They don't play games there. Brazilians are very outspoken. In all the Latin American countries I've lived in, you know, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, I love Brazil the most because for me, they're the country I see they have their own identity. Like they're not trying to be other cultures.
So
They're
they
not
do
trying
them.
to be other countries. They are them.
Right.
They're crazy.
That's what I was about to say.
They're crazy. They're loud.
I've heard a Spanish woman will stab you and cook for you at the same time. Is that true? Or have you been through that where you met a crazy Spanish lady?
Only in DR.
Only in DR. Why has it
Only in
DR?
DR. In Colombia,
What's the craziest thing have happened to you?
Colombia, I ran.
You ran?
I ran in Colombia. I was like, nah, I went through it in DR. I can't go through it in Colombia.
At least he's smart. You learned the first time. Some
Yeah,
of us, you got to get burned more than once.
So I'm dark skinned. I'm already burned.
What's the craziest thing you one of them girls have done to you? If you can speak on it.
Shit. In DR, bro. The craziest thing, I had one joint make me a whole New Year's dinner. The next day, after New Year's, got in a fight with me for nothing. Bit me, scratched me out.
I told you they'll stab you, bro. I've heard
over nothing, bro. I'm like, yo, what happened?
You looked at another girl in the club.
Not even, bro. I'm driving, I'm looking, I'm checking.
I was reading the signs.
Like, ¿y por qué tú estás mirando a esa mujer ahí?
What that mean? You looking at other
He's
joints?
like, why are you looking at that woman over there? I'm like, yo, I'm checking the crowd. I'm like, what you doing?
I told you. They're gonna
Yo no
stab
estoy aquí.
They're gonna stab you, cook for you, and call you Poppy after that.
Crazy, bro. Nah, DR was something else. Colombia, I almost went through in Colombia. I was like, nah, I went
we're
through
not
it
doing
first
this.
time. Colombia more chill
Yeah?
than DR.
All right, so would you recommend people to leave America and go to a different country?
Depends on your situation. But even no matter what situation you're in, I would say yes.
You say yes.
I would say yes. I don't care if you got a family. I don't care if you by yourself. I don't care if you got the mother-in-law at the crib. Leave. Because there's people doing it. You can go on YouTube right now. There's a man, you know, he picked up his 6 family members, himself, wife, 4 kids, and the grandma, the
wow.
mom-in-law, and moved them to Thailand.
And they're living a better life.
Bro, I lived in DR where I met whole families, bro, from the States, from Europe, from Australia, same with Brazil, where they are chasing the quality of life for themselves and for their children.
So it's safe to say you can make it happen in a different country.
You can make it happen, bro. It's just a resource, because the best thing that the States could give you, bro, is that piece of paper, that currency. Because throughout the world, if you're in a place where the dollar goes a long way, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna bring you a great quality of life for you.
Remember I told you when I was in DR, my brain was working 100 miles. Like, hold on, I need to figure this out. How can I stay out here?
Bro, we was eating on the beach that day, and the video on the YouTube channel, if y'all curious to go see, on ChapapaTV. We was on the beach that day, man. Yo, that bill didn't even break $100.
Yo, bro, I was feeling like a king out there. Mama Wana, what was it? Mama Wana. Yo, bro.
Got champagne. It was like 12 of us on the beach view.
Bro, it was beautiful out there. I can't lie. So would you ever, I'm just going to ask because, you know, I think I know the answer, but would you ever move back to the state?
Man, that's a tough question. I got to take off the poncho for that one. Would I ever move back to the States?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all and the viewers at home. Knock on wood. If I was say, like, you know, God forbid, if I was dying from like some sickness or whatever, or some ailment, and you know my only treatment was here in the States, so to be like, hey, you know, you're on a countdown. I'd rather take my countdown.
Oh.
Outside the States. I'd rather count my days in a place where I know
peace.
I'm waking up every day happy, in control of what I can control, in an environment that I'm good for and I appreciate, than to be back here. Bro, the only thing that would keep me here, like, long term, I don't even want to say long term, would be if my daughter asked me.
Right.
That would be the only way I could be here. Like,
Can't say no to her.
Yeah, if she be like, hey, you know, you be here for like a school year, this, that. That's the only way I can see myself here long term. And
I respect that.
Like, bro, and I still wouldn't set myself up to be alone. I stay at my parents' house. I stay at my friend's house.
You have enough people's house you can stay at.
Yeah, I got enough people's houses I stay at.
That's a fact.
But it would take my daughter, bro.
I got you. Another
and I'm trying to, like, open her up to the world outside of here.
As you should.
You know, hopefully this year, you know, fingers crossed, she could come visit me in Brazil.
It's gonna work out, because after a while she's gonna reach a certain age. You see, that's the thing. Like, you're a good dad, so after a while, she's a young lady. She's gonna want that relationship with her father, so she's gonna tap in with you like, yo, I'm pulling up over there. So give it time. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
My other question is the social media dating scene is different in Colombia, DR, those other countries?
So one thing about Latin America and with they die by social security. I'm not social security, social media. It's serious to them, because they see it as a way of income, like, you know, making it big, like, yo, like, I could
if I go viral,
I could go viral, I could make money. And the attention, like, one thing I learned about people in Latin America is that the attention, like, they like having that 24-hour window open into their lives.
It's a huge market.
It is, but that's too much for me. I like low key, man, because, you know, not all views are good views.
That's a fact.
You
Not
know?
all attention is good attention.
Yeah, because
some bad, some good, but it's still attention to some people.
Exactly, because you could have your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever, and you sharing it, you posting that. Bro, not everybody's gonna be happy for you.
That's a fact.
Even if they don't tell you that they're not happy for you, just them watching.
They sending that negative energy towards you. That's why sometimes it's not good to show your house, your children, your accomplishment,
what you're doing.
Although it's
where
you
doing
it for motivational purpose, but not everybody happy for you. So you really gotta be careful what you show the world.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, right? We spoke about the dating and all that, social media. We spoke about a few things. One question I want to ask you: does a woman body count matters to you when you dating her?
Here or over there?
Damn, that's a good question.
Yes.
Since you're not over here, so forget over here. Let's just say over there.
All right, so this is where the mindset comes in, right? And fellas, hear me out. sex isn't a weapon overseas. Over here, we weaponize sex.
Break it down a little bit.
Over here, women use sex as a weapon, right?
As a tool.
Right? How do you get sex from a woman here?
If she likes you, then it's easy. But if she doesn't like you, you're gonna have to trick. You're gonna have to take her on a date, do this, do that, get her the red bottoms.
All right, so let's dive in a little
take
bit more.
her friends out, take her mama, granny out.
Let's dive in a little bit more. Even if she likes you, what you gotta do?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. To the woman that like me, I never had to do much. But as a man, you still want to do certain nice things for a woman, right? So yeah, you still gotta be present, take her out. Let's take the money out. You gotta give your time at least.
Yeah, right. So my point is, over here, sex is weaponized because even if a woman like you, she'll still use it to her advantage instead of being straight up. Outside, they're straight up. Mm-hmm. You go to a bar, you meet a woman, you conversate, you're a gentleman to her, she's a lady to you, y'all talking, whatever. She could say, end of the night, like, yo, let's go back to your place or come back to my place. That's it.
Which is normal.
Normal, bro. It's not. It's
a human interaction, right? I'm a man, you're a woman. We vibing and we feel with the sparks between us. Let's see what the other thing feel like.
Over here, it's like, yo, come pick me up. You gotta drop $500 on a bill. Maybe I'll give you the hug the first night, and I needed to go plate for my dog. Bro, what?
Nah, you mean the babysitter? You can't forget the babysitter.
And the babysitter.
So over here, sex has been
it's a weapon, bro.
Weaponized,
bro. From what I've seen, and not just from my shit, from what I've seen, bro. Like I like to go out, I like to people watch because I like to watch people have a good time.
Right.
So I go to bars and then I'll see like the guy get the girl, the girl get the guy, and they leave together. And I just give a round of applause because like it's not being weaponized. And like, oh, if you want this, you gotta do this and that. You gotta come with this or come with that, bro. Over here, you gotta jump through hoops. You gotta. Oh, I need a man that could take care of me and my friends when we go out pick up the bill. I need a man, got these bottles, got these crib, got this car, whatever. I'm like, yo, me as a man, how am I gonna feel comfortable investing in a woman where my first thing is leading with my wallet?
Some men do it.
Not with what I have, not who I am.
Yeah, who you are. But some men will do that.
So because they got it. And
not only they got it, some of them don't got it, and they going out their way to do it. I think it's an insecurity thing because it's like, bro, I don't gotta. Every man is different. You ain't feeling me. You ain't feeling me. I'm not doing all that to impress you.
When I say they got it, I mean like, nah, you got it.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, they got it. They could.
I'm not with it.
Yeah.
So overseas, a woman don't say, nah, I'm mad at you. I'm not speaking to you. You ain't getting no ass tonight. Or you can have an argument with your lady, and at the end of the night, you still get it popping.
Overseas, it's funny because there's a lot of like videos, like reels off this. Mm-hmm. Overseas, if you arguing with a woman and she wrong, she'll throw the ass at you.
They do it over here too.
No, I mean like she'll throw the ass. Like she'll throw the ass at you, like go to plate of food.
Yeah, they do it over here too.
But bro, it's
yo, bro, your woman like. Son, for your woman to apologize when she's wrong, bro,
they throw the ass at you.
She's gonna cook for you. That's how I'm gonna know my lady. She knows she was wrong. But she's gonna cook, and she gonna give you that look, and she gonna be extra nice to you. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, baby.
I'll tell you one thing though that's gonna blow some guys' minds here. A conscious woman that can apologize, admit they were wrong somewhere or they fucked up this, fucked up that. Make up for it and still throw the ass at you.
So that's what they do over there?
Bro, I prefer apology and the ass than just the ass and no apology.
Yeah, because then there's no accountability. I feel like you think I'm a sucker. You think that's supposed to make up to the BS you just did or whatever happened between us. Yeah, I don't like that. Nah. I'd rather you tell me, yo, what, my bad, da-da-da. Acknowledge where you went wrong. I respect that more. I still want the ass too, but
exactly.
And I'm weird like that. If I'm mad and you did some wild shit to me, I don't want to touch you. Get off of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because now I look at you trying to play me like.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm a Scorpio, bro. I'm that petty side of Scorpio. I'm like, tell me you sorry again.
Yeah, we super petty.
Yeah.
Why they be like, well, I'm petty, bro. I blame it on being special ed, but I'm petty, bro. Petty than a mother. But What's the future? What's the future for you, man? What you planning on for the future? I know you started the pod. How's that going?
Man, I started a YouTube channel when I was living in DR, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't going front, bro. I fell off because I fell in love.
With
Not
peace?
even fell off, bro. I got addicted to the silence of not having to update the world or people of my whereabouts and what I'm doing and who I'm with and what's going on. Like, I still do like consultations and stuff, like, for people who watch the old videos.
Right.
And they're like, hey, I want to get overseas. I want to move on to this. Or like, hey, I noticed you talk about this. Can you do that? I still do conversations, but bro, I fell in love with the peace of just being
your own world. Another thing I have to ask you, you used to be chubby. You say you was fat. Nah, I seen you on the gram, you taking your shirt off.
Yeah.
I like, my boy cut it with a 6-pack and all that. I'm like, okay, free. What made you make that decision to get into fitness?
So I was fat before the Army, got into the Army, lost the weight. I got injured, when I had my accident, if you want to call it an accident. I got big again. Going to Brazil, bro, Brazil was one of those countries where they're like, number one in the world for like a lot of procedures or stuff. So I actually had a bypass. I had a gastric bypass in Brazil. And after the bypass, the weight loss was a result of it. And then from there, it was just like, all right, I'm going to go to the gym.
And get right.
I'm going to fix my eating. I'm going to get right. And I'm going to use this chance to just be the person who I've always wanted to be, but I could never be here in the States.
Got you.
And a lot of stuff is like, like the food that we have over there compared to here. Like, you don't have the stuff in the food here that like that's not supposed to be in the human body.
I get you.
Bro, when I was in DR and I'd be in the campo in DR, bro, I legit used to watch like, Poppy would go on the street, grab our dinner. Chicken running across the street, pop.
Right.
Chicken to the back, pop, pop, pop. All that stuff.
Fresh.
Go to the campo, get the cow, all that stuff. Fresh.
So I seen also, are you being a football coach, or I see you on the football field and all that?
Yeah, I coach American football now in Brazil. There's leagues around the world. There's leagues in Europe. There's leagues in Mexico. Brazil is coming up. But it found me. I didn't find it, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, I coach American football now for adults and kids also.
Kids, yeah, I saw a few pictures with the kids. I'm like, oh, my boy looking bright over there.
And bro, that's not even like work for me, bro. Because I get paid, but it's more of a hobby. Because number one, I'm like, I'm teaching people from something that I had growing up,
right?
Exposing them to a new culture, and it's fun for me. I love football. So, to be able to share that with like another culture, share that with like Brazilians, especially kids.
So they look up to you and they respect you. Now I respect that, man. So anything you want to tell the people where they could catch you at your social media, although you want to keep a low-key life, but this is blunt talk. I got to blow everything out. You feel me?
Nah, man. I want to catch me like old videos, like just old, how to move. If you ever have questions on how to move out the country, or if you're not satisfied where you're at, or if you want to be happy, or you want to get to that next step with your quality of life, y'all could go to ChapapaTV. Y'all see this guy on one of my videos, and when he came out there in DR for my birthday, that was my last birthday.
That was last birthday. See, all right, we get to spend that together. There. Pause, no Diddy.
Yeah, but as far as social media, man, I'm off the grid, man. I'm just at that point now where I wake up and I just try to focus on the day and the life that I have, and just take advantage of those 24 hours, man. Because the thing about those 24 hours is, it'll come, it'll go. We'll never get it back, and we'll never know if we're gonna get more.
That's a fact.
So my advice to people is just be like, hey, go where you are happy. Stay where you're happy. Have your quality of life. Don't settle, whether you in that relationship that you hate, or you in that setting, you with that family that you don't like, you at that job. It don't matter how old you are. Don't tell yourself that it's too late.
That's the end of it. And it's not over till you in the casket. That's my belief.
Yeah.
But now that you happy in a relationship, are you gonna?
I'm not in a relationship. Yeah, I'm
Oh, you building?
Building.
She didn't fully get you yet. Nah, she gotta call you more of that word.
Yeah, safado.
Safari. She gotta call you more of that.
Safado.
So let's just say you end up settling down with this young lady. Are you gonna?
Not young, bro. Yo, to be honest, bro, and this is another crazy thing. I don't know if it's talk for you. She's older than me.
What are you doing with an older woman, bro?
Hey, older women's words for me. I can't speak for the male probably, but for me,
Probably out the country.
yeah. But for me, bro, yo,
She still respect you the same way.
she's where it's.
She don't think
at,
she's
bro.
your mother. Nah. If it works,
She's where it's at, bro. And like she's older than me. This is like my, yeah, bro. She got it. I don't got patience for these young girls anymore, bro. It don't matter where in the world they from. Just young is just a different mindset, maturity, right. Bro.
I always felt like dating an older woman is just like she's gonna think she's your mother.
Nah, I never got that with her. For her, it's just like
I gotta mess with an older woman, but to actually date an older woman, be in a relationship, I'd be like, nah, you gonna think you're my mother.
For her, and I don't want to say it's because of her age, but for her, I know it's like, yo, she's straight to the point, like no bullshit, no beating around the bush.
No, she know what she wants out of life.
Exactly, and I appreciate that because I know I don't want to. Nobody likes to waste their time, bro. Especially as a man, we don't like to waste our efforts, our time. Like, yo, if you're giving 100% here. You don't want to be in a place where somebody give you 25.
That's a fact.
I treat people how I want to be treated. Right. I like who like me.
So although you got a vasectomy, what if later on she says, you know what, now we together, I want to have a baby.
And you going to put me on a spot on
yeah, like this is blunt talk, baby. Let's keep it blunt. She's going to watch this. I'm going to make sure she watches because I'm going to go to see who you following, who tag you, and I'm going to find her. I'm going to be on my FBI shit. And I'm going to send her the link. Blunt talk. so let's say she be like, you know what? I love you. I want to be with you, and I think we should have our own family. Now you gotta go back to the doctor and take whatever you put in your joint. You got a stitch.
I mean, yo, if the situation is right, I feel good. I feel good with her. She feels good with me. I pray on it. I get my signs from the universe. I'm big on like law of attraction, letting the universe talk to me.
Speak to the universe, man.
I mean, I could just go back to the doctor, get a reverse, and then
How was that process? That hurt? That's something painful.
It was less than 10 minutes. It was cheap. I did it in Brazil. It was less than 10 minutes, bro. It cost me $190. $190 to shoot, tear the club up like 3-6 Mafia. But I'm shooting that shit up like game beef in the 90s.
I respect your answer. Major thing you say, you're gonna pray about it, and at least you open to it. You're not just like nah, might pass.
I can't be naive, bro. I can't, bro. One thing, bro, like with people in general, when you have good people in your life, like when the universe puts good people in your life, you can't fuck that up. You gotta be that person for them because they came as they are good,
you, right? They came to you pure attention.
Right? You gotta give back what's given to you.
And that's so hard to find nowadays, bro. Everybody has their own motives, whether you're male or female. People have their own motives, and people don't really be caring about you. It's just what they can get out of you. So when you actually find someone that genuinely care about you and rock with you, yeah, you're supposed to protect that.
Yeah, bro. I'm chilling out, bro. Because when I first moved overseas, bro, I was starting OD, bro. But now, and that's why I like Brazil, because Brazil humbles you in a way where it's like, yo, you could do this or you could do that. For me, I could be myself. I could chill.
Right.
I could be a hothead at time. I could be a hot boy, but I'm a lover boy at heart.
You're a Scorpio, man.
Chill, bro. I'm a homebody, bro.
We lover boys. But a lot of people don't be thinking. They be like, when you say Scorpio, they automatically think, oh, you're a freak. No,
I'm a homebody, bro.
We like to be in our own space and be with one person and build with that,
bro. I'll call one of my people right now. They'll be like, yo, he only go out once a month.
Yeah,
just to be social. Bro, I'm a homebody, bro. I'm at the crib. I got my P5. I got anime.
You got everything.
Wine,
you got
food,
your lady,
chilling, bro.
And you know what it is too.
Even without the lady, bro. Like, yo, the best company first is your own company.
You got to deal with yourself. That's why I love when COVID happened. A lot of people had to deal with themselves. That was the best time where you in the house, you have to deal with yourself or you deal with your mate. But I love being in my house. I don't know. And I think, you know why? Like some of us, we've been outside since young. We experience life. So we get to an age, it's like, I don't want to go over here. Like my homie might call me like, yo, yo, it's popping at night. I'd be like, yo, bro, I'm in my crib, bro. I don't want to leave my crib. I like my house.
Bro, you see how you did your movie with Nas and you did a show with T.I. and you was supposed to always shoot it? Bro, I was on that scene right out of high school. Right out of high school, I became a bouncer.
Right.
I was working at nightclubs.
So
I was doing all this stuff.
So you been around.
When I wasn't a bouncer, bro, I was still going to clubs to get my boys in.
Right.
And we chilling. So I'm in the club at least 5 days a week from 18 years old to like 26, 27.
So it's like,
Burned out.
I'm good. Nah, I respect it. And a lot of time people don't understand it. Like, you boring. No, it's not that I'm bored. It's just I like being home because I already know what's outside. I don't need to be outside. I'm jaded. Like, I'm good. Well, I'm going to hear the same music, see the same people popping bottles or whatever they doing. I could do that in my house. I'm fine being in my house. I love being in my house.
I have a section in my house. I don't got to wait in line to use the bathroom.
Bro, I love being in my house. I don't think people understand that.
Nah, bro. I pay too much rent to not be home.
Shit, I hate that. So
Even though rent cheap.
I was about to say, what's the rent like in Colombia?
When you put them in DR, bro, that spot I had on the 7th floor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stunt a little bit, 7th floor, with the pool and the gym and the barbecue area.
Yeah, we didn't even use the gym. We use everything else.
Yo, gated security, all that. My rent was $330 a month.
American money? See, that's why I was trying to stay. I'm telling y'all, bro. I was out there. I'm like, damn, how can I stay out here?
18,500 pesos a month. My rent.
Sheesh. Yo, team, what's up, man? We got to blow up this podcast so we can move to DR.
Nah, I don't say DR. Go to Colombia or Brazil.
Colombia?
Yeah, DR
Brazil?
got no identity right now.
All right.
Yeah. Right. You know, Brazil good too, man. Depending where you live in Brazil, bro.
Yeah.
You could pay maybe like $400 a month.
For a nice spot.
Nice spot off the beach, but you gotta have Portuguese though. You gotta have Portuguese. Yeah. Like, yo, one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all plan on going to these countries, you got to learn the language. Yeah,
because somebody trying to set you up and kidnap your ass. How you gonna know what's going on?
Yeah, that too. But like, the people respect and appreciate you more when you put in the effort to
yeah, because now you're in their land, so it's a respect thing. I could see that. I understand
like
that.
They'll gravitate to you more. They'll want to help you more. They'll be like, he made the mistake. He said it's wrong. Like, I'm gonna give you a story, bro. And this is crazy. Like, I love Brazil, but I call Brazil the most perverted place I've lived in because they have a lot of sexual terms. Oh. They got a lot of sexual. Like, the word for bread, if you say it the wrong way, could mean dick.
How you say bread in Portuguese?
Bread is pão.
Pão?
Pão.
Pão?
Pão. Like, you gotta like have that name like pão.
Pão.
Pão. But dick is pão.
So you tell her you want some pong?
Nah, so for me, my personnel, I'm like, yo, I want to go buy some. I'm like, yo, I want pow. I want pow. So I'm in the store, like, y'all want dick. I want dick.
They're like, whoa.
They're like, no, you don't want that.
They're like, hold on, where you from? Go that way.
Shit was crazy. Like, they have pound de queso, like cheese bread. I want pound de queso. Like, you cheese dick now?
Oh, nah, whoa.
It's careful, so learn the language.
All right, that's a major thing to know. Yo, this is like the end of our episode. I want to thank my brother Free for pulling up on me. This is Blunt Talk with Mr.Guercy. I need all of y'all for real. Listen to me. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share the episodes. But subscribe. I need the subscribers up, man. That's it for today, man. Tune in every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. New episode. Once again, this episode is sponsored by EJ Creation NYC and protected by Angel. All right, guys, shout out to my team. Happy New Year. Love y'all. God bless. And we out.
God, thanks for having me. Shout out to the production team, EJ Creative. Great job.
You see, the production team was with the homies, niggas, childhood friends. So I want to make sure this shit works so we could be good. You heard?
Fine, man.
So we could just move.
Next episode is gonna be overseas though.
I don't know. Wifey may not want me to go to Brazil. She has $40 to get some bad joint. She might want to come.
You can bring her too. I got something for her too.
All right.
I got something wifey friendly and kids friendly.
All right, so we do that. You heard? Yeah, she's gonna make sure she watch this episode.
Come through. I got you.
All right,
this is my big brother. He
love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.